Hello, everyone. Not surprisingly, Putin is ranting and raving about Biden's permission to Ukraine to use the long-range missiles against targets inside Russia, saying hitting the Russian soil with long-range weapons would start World War III. Okay, how about we don't hit the soil? How about we hit oil refineries and military airplanes? How about we do that? Maybe Putin's Kremlin office. That's not soil, right? It's above ground. So how about that? Will that be okay? I do find it a prime example of ultimate hypocrisy, considering what Russian military has done to Ukraine and what they fire at Ukraine on a daily basis, actually more like hourly basis. The entire villages, towns, cities destroyed. I mean, can you say Mariupol, boys and girls? So the fact that they're now wailing that this is coming to them too, somehow I'm having trouble giving a shit. Now this is surprising. So apparently there has been a negative response among the Trump's team to this development. And there could be multiple reasons for this. Should Ukraine turn this war around thanks to this particular permission? Of course, that means Trump doesn't get the credit as the peacemaker. And I do like a snappy response from State Department spokesman Matthew Miller when they basically said, you know what, the presidency is 4 years, not 3 years and 10 months. You can't expect somebody to sit and do nothing for 2 months waiting for the inauguration of the incoming administration. So, and of course, if you can ever count on somebody to say something stupid, it's going to be Donald Trump Jr., who said that this development will cause World War III before his father could create peace and save lives, because that's what his father is known for. Peace and saving lives. Right. Now, considering what we know about Donald Trump and his cronies, they should be happy. Somebody's already done all the heavy lifting for them. So, if the war in Ukraine ends during Trump's presidency, he can just claim credit for it. You know, he lies anyhow, so why not? And the work already has been done by somebody else. I don't see what they're so unhappy about. Once again, first of all, of course, when it comes to news coming out of Moscow, it's impossible to tell what's true. But so what? So what, the debris from U.S. missile landed inside Russian borders? Who the fuck cares? Debris from Russian drones and missiles landed in Romania and in Poland. Wake up and smell the smoke, guys. You could have ended this war at literally any time. When you realized that Ukrainians were not going to roll over and beg, when you realized that your losses have exceeded anything you've been involved in since World War II, you could have just decided, okay, not worth it. We will assert our world dominance some other way. You could have done a 180 and gone home. But no, decided to keep going. Well, welcome to the jungle. Zelensky's whatever peace plan. I think we're on number 4 or 5 at this point. It's still kind of crap, but I agree with what he said when it comes to the development of this war and the fact that, we're 1,000 days into this full-scale invasion, over 1,000 days, and the losses on Ukrainian side when it comes to everything, not just human lives lost and not just the wounded, but everything. We're talking infrastructure, we're talking buildings, we are talking industry, etc., are enormous. So the ability to actually give Russian military and Russian government the taste of their own medicine is so overdue. And I'm glad that Germany, France, Poland, Italy, Spain, and the UK are chiming in. Remember what we talked about, that everybody was waiting for the US to make the first move when it comes to the long-range strikes. So this was anticipated. This was going to happen. The moment Biden made his move, the other allies would follow. So now that particular safety valve has been opened, and they are speaking out, saying about Russia's systematic attacks, not just on Ukraine, but also their constant testing and trying of the European security architecture, the constant revisionism and constant refusal to stop the aggression, Russia's constant denials of atrocities, all of that is definitely not making anybody happy. And what I'm hoping for is that the allies will use this time while Biden administration is still in effect to strategize and see how to support Ukraine independently of the US. Now, this is a good map from Reuters, so I invite you to take a really close look at this. So the gray area shows the territory occupied by Russians, and the red area shows how much territory is accessible to Ukrainian military now if they start using the ATACMs against targets within Russia. First of all, as you can see, it doesn't even come close to Moscow, so they can just shut the hell up. But it definitely covers the territory that Russians have already invaded and beyond. Now, the border regions are definitely going to complain again, but unfortunately, they're in Russia. They're subject to the decisions by the Russian government. And the last time Kursk region got invaded, by the way, remember, Ukrainian army is still there. So Putin said that this was a question for the local government to resolve. So it's very possible that these regions are going to be entirely on their own. There's not going to be any help coming to them. So we'll see. The next couple of months are going to be, I think, crucial in this war. We'll see what happens next.